And it's not every day that someone tells you that your generation could actually do something.
So I came to my friend Emma and I asked her to explain to me what's going on, and she told me that we were all getting jobs and going to become different people.
And for the other kids, I found out some were doctors and lawyers and dentists and celebrity musicians. I knew that they're gonna have high salary, and I figured myself, since I was a security guard, the status of that would be, I wouldn't be having much money as a musician or a professional basketball or some sports player.
It was pretty fun. Even though we had to pay taxes, I wasn't so happy.
I knew I was gonna pay taxes because how the government pays for the teachers and the garbage men and street workers and stuff like that. But I never known I was gonna pay 15%, and 15%, when I actually did the math, was a lot of money.
My partner, Lyric, she was a firefighter and she didn't get paid as much. She only got paid, I think, like $40,000 a year. And I, being a doctor, got paid $339,000 a year. Now I'm thinking about like my life and my friend's life, like, because she gets paid less and I get paid more.
A lot of people, the sports figure makes more than the police officer, and that's just, I just think that's unfair.
Some kids felt that they didn't like their job. Like a girl, she had a fast food worker, and I think it was Miss Ty. She said, don't be saying things such as, haha, you got the food job, because you don't know that somebody family member works at a fast food, a brother, sister, cousin.
Ty, she was a CEO, and she was thinking, like, she didn't want the government to take her money and give it to whoever they wanted to give it to. Cause she already gave to charity and stuff, and donated to street squads. So she wanted to like give her money to the charities that she wanted, and she didn't think it was fair for the government to take her money and give it to whoever they want. And FA, she was a principal of a public high school, and she felt like the government should take at least some money, because to feed the poor and the homeless, and to feed the people who don't get as much money, like teachers and sanitation.
When we saw the clip when Romney said he likes to fire people, everyone was mumbling and shaking their head in disbelief. Like, they were basically saying, why would we vote for someone who likes to fire people? And then we saw a little bit more of it and realized the first part was out of context.
And when it was two videos, the first one that we watched, it just said that he liked firing people. But then when we listened to the whole story, it was like, because when you go to like an insurance company, like you have to stay with your job for like a couple of years. But if you don't like that job, you're gonna have to like get another insurance. Or Mick Romney was saying, like, you can have your own insurance and you can do any job you want.
What he's saying can be true, but if you look at it from the other perspective, it's still wrong in a way, because
if I become a boss, I'm not gonna just fire him like a snap. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna see how the work is gonna get better or get worse. If it gets worse, then I have no choice. I have to fire the person because they're not living up to the expectations.
Before I came into the program, I didn't actually see, I didn't really put myself completely in other people's shoes. I would like kind of see their point, but then I would realize, okay, I have to stick to my point and try to prove my point. But then when I came into the workshop and we did the whole exercises of becoming someone else and looking at from Romney's point of view and then someone else's point of view, and then I realized, okay, and then it widened my vision, and I kind of learned maybe I should take a step back from how I feel, calm down a bit, because sometimes conversations do get heated, and think about trying to analyze what they're saying, and maybe I don't understand completely how they're trying to say something, so try to break down the conversation.
Like, you should never like say anything about anybody's job without you putting yourself in their shoes first.
I started thinking about what I do as a person and what I do out there in the world and how I am, not just in a classroom, but just me as, you know, Emma.
During this activity, I did not get off task, or I was not unfocused. I was focused the whole time. I was interesting, and I think this activity was really fun. So I think if Alice comes back next year, I would love to do this activity.
You know, not every day you get to be someone else. It's not every day you have someone explaining to you something that you should do and something that you should be out there in the world. And it's not every day that someone tells you that your generation could actually do something. Because, you know, all these kids are running around here doing a lot of things, and they don't even know that what they're doing affects other things, and that their generation can, you know, really affect what's gonna happen in like 2015. So I think this program is like a wake-up call, but it's a fun wake-up call.